Hi there, my fellow YouTubers. It is Cassandra72, and I want to say hi to everyone. Welcome to my video. Welcome to my new subscribers. So, yeah, you guys, this is my small CVS haul, and it didn't really go according to plan. But the fact of the matter is, I still came out of pocket absolutely nothing. So, you can't complain there, right? And it's decent product. So, what I went in to do was go ahead and try to take advantage of a 10 off 50. I had a small game plan in my head when I went in. I had a ship coupon for, you buy the refill and you will get the razor for free up to a $12.99 value. And then I had a $6 off of the refill coupon. So I was going to go in and do that. I got my email today on this card to save 20%. And so I said that, yeah, I'll go in. I'll take advantage at 20%. I'll buy these razors. That's basically $30 right there. And I'll do whatever to get up to 50. And then, basically buy non-sale items, use my 10 off 50, and go from there. And so then I also read on, I read on a blog or saw someone's video that this Halle Berry reveal in 1999. And actually this is not the one. I just realized that. And I may take it back. I may take that back. But then again, I may not. I don't know. I happen to actually like this fragrance, and it actually can end up being someone's gift, coming up here for Christmas. So, you never know. But yeah, I just realized that this is actually wrong because this is 1999, and as I recall from reading the blog, I don't know if it was Saving with Veta. I'm not sure. There was supposed to be a $7 ECB that came back off of that. And that would have made, so if that was the case with this, it would have made it $12.99. But it was not $12.99. I want to say that it was a $7 ECB. And then it was supposed to be like $9. I think it was supposed to be $16.99 because that's the figure that I was calculating in my head before I actually went and picked up the product. But then seeing that right in front, I figured this was the one, so this is what I picked up. So this is probably not right. So yeah, if I determine, because we are talking about a $7 ECB, I may change that. All right, you guys, I'm rambling. You have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, like I said, I was looking at someone's blog, and it was a Halle Berry fragrance, and I want to say it was supposed to be $16.99, and you would get back a $7 ECB. So, yeah, with this transaction, you will see that I'm actually down ECBs, and I figured it was okay because I got free product, but let me rethink that. And I'll let you guys know what I decide to do. But first, I am going to have to discover the information that I thought I saw earlier. All right, so got in the store. They did not have, they had the Chic refill, one of them. They did not have, excuse me, it was Hydro Silk. I think I said Chic in the beginning, but it was a Hydro Silk refill. If you buy the refill, you get the razor for free. They had one refill. They did not have any razors. So that negated that. Another thing I was going to do was the Chic. I had a coupon for $6 off 2 that I printed for at coupons.com. $6 off of 2. And then when you buy one, you got a free one up to a $10.50 value. So I knew that I could not use the $6 off 2 and the BOGO coupon. So therefore I purchased 3 so that I would still be able to get my 6 off of these 2 and get that BOGO. All right. So and then I had thrown some herbal essences into the mix, you guys, thinking that I had herbal essence coupons, and I have Pantene coupons, so they beeped, of course. So yeah, I had to hurry up and try to rethink, rethink my whole transaction. So in the end, you know, once I stepped away and really figured out what I was going to do, I just ended up throwing this candy into the mix, which actually has already been consumed. But I love you guys. I've got to make sure that I have the props and everything, you know, in place so that you can really see what I'm talking about. So in the end, this is what I've done. And our Gillette Fusion is buy one, you get a $2 plus up. But if you buy this small version right here, which is actually $2.37, I was told that it generated the $2 ECB. So I figured I would do that because that would ultimately make that 37 cents if you factor things that way. So yeah, this is my haul. So let's look at the receipt. And I'm sorry, you guys, for the randomness of this video. This is the earliest I have been in all week, and I think it's just throwing me. All right, so the Snickers peanut butter bar was $1.19. And then I scanned my green bag tag. The Gillette Fusion shave gel was $2.37. The Halle Berry 3-piece gift set is $19.99. And then the 3 Schick razors at $8.99. All right, so I used a $10 off 50. I used a $5 ECB and a $10 ECB. I used the $6 off the 2 Schick razors. The 10.50, even though the razor was $8.99, they did put it in at a maximum value of $10.50. In the end, my total was 4 something. I asked what my subtotal was, and she told me $2.27. So therefore, I added in a $1 ECB. And then my CVS 20% factor down to $6.75. So I was left with a subtotal of $127. Tax was $194. I paid $321 on a gift card. Okay, so in the end, I did get back the $2 ECB on the Gillette Fusion. Okay, and then I got a $10 off $50 or more purchase. Okay, and actually I had 2, and I used one in this transaction. And now with this one and the one I had left, I should be now back at 2, but I'm actually at 3 because when I was all the way at the end of this other transaction, you guys trying to pay, and then had to void the whole thing out. So the receipt, I guess, whatever, still printed from the void, and a $10 off 50 was there, and it was associated with my card, and so she still went ahead and gave it to me. So I actually got 2 of these ECBs that printed at the end of the receipt today. And you guys, like I say, the 10 off 50 thing was a new thing for me, and so yeah, it is still very much new. Still very much new. In that I'm not even sure why I'm getting so many of them. It took forever to get them, and now I'm getting them left and right. And you know what? I've actually never had a coupon print at the bottom of my receipt. Yeah, so that's interesting as well, because I actually scanned this card at the red box and it didn't print. So anyway, so like I said, didn't really go according to plan, as I'm down $16 in ECBs and got back only 2. And on this card, according to this receipt, I'm $47.29 away from my next beauty buck. This, you know, gets me almost halfway there. I can't remember if shave gel still counts. If it does, that's almost $23 is going to go towards it. If not, it's the $19.99. So yeah, and I felt like I was going to be pretty good with that. So yeah, all in all, saved a total of $49.26 today, according to $49.25 according to this receipt. So like I said, I felt like I didn't do too bad, but was thinking I was gonna get a $7 ECB. I would have been down, but still, you know, not as far down, because I think now on this card I probably have just this one little lonely $2. So that may dictate whether or not I'm gonna go out and try to return this Halle Berry. But like I said, probably not, because I really don't want the hassle. But you know what? I firmly believe, you guys, that everything generally happens for a reason. And there was a reason why the Hydro Silk was not in stock today. And while I was driving around doing my other shopping and errands, I got a text from the Saving Veta Twitter post. And turns out that deal on this week, and well, it says this week and next week, but I really believe they mean starting 10/14. It said 10/4 this week, and then again on 10/21. There will be an ECB deal associated with that when you buy those items. You will get a $4 ECB when you purchase, I guess, either the refill or the razor. And it's supposed to be a limit of one. However, they say it's generating 2. So that's going to actually be an even better deal if I go ahead and wait until Sunday. And one of the ladies at the bank that my job banks with, you know, they know I'm a couponer, and she uses CVS, but she really doesn't use CVS to that extent. And she definitely doesn't do anything online. So they end up mailing her coupons. So they actually mailed her a 25% off coupon just in a flyer. It's not associated with a card or anything. So I have a 25% off that I will be coupling with the deals that I'm doing on Saturday or Sunday on this card. So, and that's when that coupon is good for, either the 13th or the 14th. So yeah, I'll do it either, you know, the 13th after 4 when the new sales kick in, and then end up getting ECBs back for it. So like I said, everything happens for a reason. So you guys, if you're out there and things don't really work according to plan, you know, don't get discouraged by it, you know, because maybe there's a greater good, you know, for it. All right. So, and as I'm pulling back to, you know, do my farewell on this video, I really realized it looks like this thing is kind of color coded. You see how that's matching the pink Halle Berry reveal, the pink chic razors? Yeah, you know, I need to get out more. Anyway, you guys, until the next video, peace and blessings.